this is a guided sitting meditation, so finding a time and a place where you will not be interrupted by other people or by the telephone, making this your time for being, stepping out of the usual mode in which we live our lives, a mode of constant busyness, constant doing. And coming now to sit on a chair or a stool or a cushion, and if on a chair, allowing yourself to sit away from the back of the chair so that your spine can be self-supporting, with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting on your lap. And whatever you're sitting on, sitting so that your posture embodies a sense of dignity, of wakefulness, a sense of presence, here, now. The head and neck balanced on the shoulders, and the head is up with the chin tucked slightly in, so that the top of the head, the very crown of the head, is pointing up towards the ceiling or the sky. The shoulders are relaxed. Taking time now to find a comfortable position. Bringing your awareness to sounds, awareness of hearing, not going out and hunting for the sounds, just letting them come. Sounds from inside your body, sounds from inside the room, sounds from outside. Noticing the tendency we have to label the sounds, to decide whether we like them or not. Simply allowing them to come just as they are. Now, when you're ready, letting the sounds fade into the background and shifting the focus of your attention to your breathing. Noticing the breath as it comes into your body past the nostrils and out of your body past the nostrils. Sensations perhaps of coldness at the tip of the nose as the breath comes into the body, and the different sensations, perhaps a warmer sensation as the breath leaves the body past the tip of the nose. You may be aware of the sensations of the breath at the back of the throat and in the chest as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And seeing if it's possible to follow the breath all the way down to the lower abdomen, the region of the body around and just below the navel, right down to the belly. Awareness of the sensations of the wall of the abdomen rising on the in-breath and falling away again on the out-breath. Following the breath down in this region of the body for the whole duration of the in-breath and the whole duration of the out-breath. Allowing yourself to be open to all the sensations that are here in the belly as you breathe in and out. The slight stretching of the abdomen wall on the in-breath, relaxing of the abdomen wall on the out-breath. Not thinking about the breath, but allowing it to breathe itself and moving in close to the breathing, down in the belly, down in the lower abdomen. In touch with this breath coming in touch with this breath going out, moment by moment. The sensations may be very subtle, so zooming in and exploring what's here right now. Perhaps for the next few breaths, noticing especially the sensations on each in-breath. And then for the next few breaths, especially noticing the sensations down in the belly on each out-breath. And then allowing yourself to become aware of the sensations from both the in-breath and the out-breath, and perhaps the pauses in between each in-breath and each out-breath. Following the whole breath all the way in and all the way out as it moves down in the belly. time to time, you may find that your mind wanders away from the breath, thinking about other things, maybe thinking about something from the past, something you've been doing today, maybe worrying about the future or planning. Sometimes simply fantasies and daydreams running through your mind. And one thought or image may lead to another, and you find yourself very quickly far away from where you had intended to be. Whenever you notice that your mind has wandered, simply acknowledging where your mind went as best you can, and then returning to the breath, to this in-breath or to this out-breath, without giving yourself a hard time, without blaming yourself in any way or criticizing yourself. For the mind will wander, and the practice is not about stilling the mind or keeping it fixed in one place, but noticing its tendency to wander, and then as soon as we become aware of it, just noticing and acknowledging where it went, and very gently bringing it back. And doing this over and over and over again, with the same sense of gentleness and compassion. So if the mind goes off 100 times, simply bring it back 100 times. If it goes away for a moment, or goes away for several moments or minutes, the task is still the same, without any sense of judgment or criticism, very gently escorting the mind back to the belly, back to the abdomen, back to where you had intended it to be, on the breath. And using the breath as an anchor to bring you back to the here and now, to this moment. Just this breath coming in, just this breath going out, focusing in on all the sensations down in the lower abdomen, as each breath follows the other in a constant cycle of renewing energy and flow. What sensations are here right now? Moving in close. What sensations change? What sensations stay the same? Each breath unique. Each in-breath a new beginning. Each out-breath a letting go, a letting be. Allowing things to be just as you find them. Not trying to make anything different. Not even trying to relax. Simply sitting, being, here, now. Now at a certain point, expanding the focus of your awareness around the breathing to the body as a whole as you sit here. Awareness of all the sensations coming from your body. You may be aware of the sensations of your feet on the floor, the hands on your lap or your knees, your thighs and buttocks on the chair or stool or cushion. There may be other sensations. Holding all these sensations in awareness from wherever they come in your body, allowing them to be just as they are. Aware of the space that your body takes up as it sits here, and the space around the body, and the boundary between these two spaces, the skin. Checking in from time to time to see if your posture is as you had intended it to be. A posture that embodies dignity and wakefulness. Once again, the mind may wander away from awareness of the body as a whole, and when you notice it, acknowledging where it went, and then very gently bringing it back to this sense of just sitting here and now in this posture with nowhere to go, nothing to do, but tuning in to how things are in this moment. Tuning in to whatever is arising in your body in this moment. because it is already here. Sometimes you may become aware of intense sensations from the body. When this happens, you could choose to move to get your body into a more comfortable position, and if you choose to do that, be aware of the intention to move before you do, and aware of all the movements that are involved in changing your posture, and then aware of the after effects of having moved, so that the choice to move is part of the practice itself, rather than an opting out of the practice. Being aware of all of that sequence and folding it into the practice. But sometimes with intense sensations, you may choose to bring your awareness up to the very edge, or even inside the region of intensity. Imagining the breath as you breathe in could travel there with your awareness to allow you to explore the edges and explore right inside the sensation, seeing what sensations are there, investigating them without a wish to get rid of them as best you can, but simply to explore what is here now. You may notice a bundle of sensations, some of which change from moment to moment, and others of which stay the same. And see if that's true for you, as you explore any intense sensation that may come up from time to time. And then if and when the sensations stop pulling for your attention, coming back to the sense of your body as a whole sitting here. Checking in from time to time to see where your mind is, and bringing it back to the sense of your body as a whole sitting here if it has wandered away. Sitting as if your whole body was breathing in this moment and this moment and this moment. Now when you're ready, letting the focus of your awareness shift away from the body as a whole and become the awareness of sounds, hearing, allowing the sounds to come to you, whatever they are, and from wherever they come, allowing them to be aware of the pitch of the sound, its loudness, its intensity, aware of the gaps between sounds, silence, allowing them to come just as they are, without having to label them or decide whether you like them or dislike them, almost as if your body, as it sat here, was like a microphone, just receiving the sounds from wherever they come. And now letting the sounds fade into the background and shifting your awareness to your thinking itself. So we have focused on the breath and the body and sounds. And now allowing yourself as you sit here to be aware of the thoughts as they arise, as they stay around for sometimes a short time, sometimes longer, and then as they exit. You might find it helpful to think of yourself sitting in a movie theatre, looking at the screen and seeing the thoughts appear on the screen, hang around for a while, and then move off the screen, with you as observer, simply sitting and being aware of thinking. As best you can, not trying to do anything with the thoughts, but simply allowing them to be as they are. As they arise, stay around for a while, and then go. From time to time you may be aware that you have got involved with the thinking. It is as if you've left your chair in the movie theatre and are on the screen with the thinking, that you've entered into their drama, sucked into whatever the thoughts are, the memories or the plans or the worries, the concerns. And when you notice that this has happened, simply acknowledging what has happened and returning to sit. Some thoughts and images that cross your mind may come with some intense feelings, some intense emotions, sadnesses, worries and fears. And when that happens, seeing if it's possible to remain aware of whatever's coming up, letting them come and stay around and go, rather like clouds crossing the sky that are sometimes high and sometimes low, sometimes small, sometimes large and black, sometimes covering the entire sky, but then eventually dispersing in their own time. Now when you're ready, letting go of awareness of thoughts and allowing your awareness to be the awareness of whatever comes up, awareness of whatever arises in this moment. You may find sometimes that you are focusing on your breathing or your body and its sensations, sometimes on sounds, sometimes on thoughts and emotions. But now, letting go of any particular intention to focus on any of it, and allowing things in each moment to be just as they are, and holding all of it in awareness, in a very gentle and compassionate awareness. Whatever arises in each moment. Holding it all in awareness. And if you find that your mind has wandered away, then simply remembering you can always come back to your breath as the anchor to steady yourself, to ground yourself back in the here and now, before returning again to simply sitting with whatever comes up in each moment. for the last few moments of the sitting, bringing your awareness back to your breathing, back to the sensations of the breath moving into the body and right down into the abdomen, down in the belly, moving in close to the sensations of breathing as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Allowing the breath to bring you back into this present moment. In touch with stillness. And remembering that your breath is always available at any time to bring you back into the present moment, to gather your mind when it feels scattered and dispersed, and to ground yourself when you feel off balance or under pressure, to help you focus and steady when you feel unfocused and unsteady, and to bring you back in touch with a sense of yourself as complete and whole.